Welcome, Philip.
Hello, Bradley.
All the way from St Helens.
Yes.
If you won any money, what would you like to do with it?
Well, I'm getting close to retirement, as you can see, so that will help me sort of ease my way into it. If it's a tidy sum, but mostly my wife looking at a cruise.
Yeah, I know, they're fantastic, aren't
fantastic.
they? Well, that's brilliant, Philip. I wish you lots of luck, mate. Are you ready?
Yep.
1 minute, quick-fire questions. Your time starts now. Where in the solar system are the Bay of Dew and the Ocean of Storms?
Moon.
Correct. What musical instrument was Louis Armstrong mainly associated with?
Trumpet.
Correct. Which singer had a wardrobe malfunction at the 2004 Super Bowl?
Janet Jackson.
Correct. What year did Margaret Thatcher first become Prime Minister?
79.
Correct. Which opera singer won the first series of Britain's Got Talent?
Darius.
No, it's Paul Potts. Sid Barrett and Roger Waters were original members of what
Pink
rock group?
Floyd.
Correct. Which Wall Street film character says greed is good?
Gordon Gekko.
Correct. Which British journalist wrote How to Lose Friends and Alienate People?
Carnegie.
Toby Young. Iguazu Falls are on the border between Brazil and what country?
Peru.
Argentina. What group had a #1 in the 60s with I'm Into Something Good?
Herman's Hermits.
Correct. What oil supertanker was shipwrecked off the Cornish coast in 67?
Torrey Canyon.
Correct. What TV show featured Wolf, Cobra and referee John Anderson? It was Gladiators. Just out of time anyway. 8 questions correct, giving you £8,000. Very, very good indeed. All we've got to do is get you and the money through to the final chase. You ready?
Yep.
Phil, it's time to as you possibly can. Your time starts now. How many terms did Bill Clinton serve as president?
2.
Correct. Which singer was born Anna Mae Bullock in 1939?
Tina Turner.
Correct. What London palace was the birthplace of Queen Victoria?
Angela. Crystal Palace.
It's Kensington Palace. What Ivy League college is based in New Hampshire?
Phillip.
Yale.
It's Dartmouth College. What type of house is attached to one other only on one side?
Angela. Semi-detached.
Correct. In the famous 5 books, what's the name of the dog?
Philip.
Timmy.
Correct. Colin McRae won which motorsports world title in 1995?
Philip.
Motorcycling.
It's rally. What's the main protein found in wheat grains?
Philip.
Gluten.
Correct. Which Sunday newspaper compiles an annual rich list?
Philip.
Times.
Correct. Who released the album Back to Black in 2006?
Angela. Amy Winehouse.
Correct. Which author wrote the Malayan trilogy?
Angela. Pass.
It's Anthony Burgess. How many shillings in a guinea?
Philip.
21.
Correct. Women use a 4-kilogram ball in what athletics event?
Philip.
Shot put.
Correct. What eagle is the national bird of the USA?
Bald eagle.
Correct. Who composed the musical Kiss Me Kate?
Philip.
Cole Porter.
Correct. What city was capital of the Russian Empire until 1918?
Philip.
Leningrad.
Correct. What type of poisoning is septicemia?
Philip.
Blood.
Correct. On a computer keyboard, ESC is an abbreviation
Angela.
of what?
Escape.
Correct. Which member of the Monkees was born in England?
Philip.
Davy Jones.
Correct. Which spy fled to the USSR with Guy Burgess in 51?
Philip.
McLean.
Yes, correct. Who was president of Iraq until 2003?
Philip.
Saddam Hussein. Correct. Dennis the Menace appears in what comic?
Beano.
Correct. What's the fruit of the blackthorn called?
Philip.
Slow.
Correct. The medical term contusion is more commonly known as what?
Bruise.
Correct. Who did Yoko Ono marry in 1969?
Lennon.
Correct. In rhyming slang, boat race is what part of the body?
Face.
Correct. Who was the US Secretary of State from 1973 to 77?
Philip.
Pass.
It's Kissinger. Who was the Greek goddess of the rainbow? Oh, wow. 24 steps. That's impressive. You've got to be pleased with that.
Definitely.
I think he may have to get 1 or 2 wrong.
Well, is it enough? It's time to bring back the chaser. Well, chaser only 2 through to the final chase. What a target.
They combined well as a team. I was very impressed with that attempt.
And what do you think the target they set you then? Tough?
Challenging, but achievable.
Right. Chaser, if you get a question wrong, I will stop the clock and hand it over to the team. If they get it right, they will push you back 1 step. Let's see if 24 steps is enough. It's time for the final chase. Your time starts now. Which member of Oasis was married to Patsy Kensit?
Liam Gallagher.
Correct. How many points does a pentagram star have?
5.
Correct. Who wrote Bravo 20?
Andy McNabb.
Correct. John Wesley was a founder of what Protestant movement?
Methodist.
Correct. What duo had a hit with I Got You Babe in 1965?
Sonny and Cher.
Correct. In the military, what does AWOL stand for?
Absent without leave.
Correct. Who is the Queen's son-in-law?
Queen's son-in-law is Tim Lawrence.
Correct. In what decade of the 1800s was the American Civil War?
1860s.
Correct. Who's the patron saint of Ireland?
Patrick.
Correct. What country hosted the 2004 Summer Olympics?
Greece.
Correct. Which jazz singer was born Eleanor Fagan in 1950?
Billie Holiday.
Correct. Alabaster is a white form of what mineral?
Plaster Paris.
Wrong. Stop the clock.
Gypsum.
I don't know.
Gypsum.
Gypsum is correct. Pushing him back a step. Your time starts again. Now, how many suits in a deck of cards?
4.
Correct. What South American capital city translates as good air?
Buenos Aires.
Correct. Who had a hit in ’64 with Move Over Darling?
Doris Day.
Correct. The Vuelta a España is a major race in what sport?
Cycling.
Correct. Voldemort is a character in which series of books?
Harry Potter.
Correct. How many times does S occur in the word Mississippi?
4.
Correct. Which singing cowboy was married to Dale Evans?
Gene Autry.
Stop the clock, that is wrong.
Roy Rogers.
Is correct. 9 steps to catch the team. Your time starts again. Now, who wrote the 1948 play, The Lady's Not for Burning?
Christopher Fry.
Correct. In what city did Arthur Guinness open a brewery in
Dublin.
1759? Correct. In business, what does AGM stand for?
Annual General Meeting.
Correct. Who was US President during World War I?
Woodrow Wilson.
Correct. Which doctor became England's first female mayor?
Elizabeth Garrett Anderson.
Correct. What nationality is Steffi Graf?
German.
Correct. Jaune is French for what colour?
Yellow.
Correct. The Cleveland Show is a spin-off from what TV cartoon? Oh! Correct answer. The correct answer was Family Guy. Team, you've done it. You've done it. 15 grand, 7.5 grand each. You've got to be pleased with that.
Well
Very,
pleased. Well
very.
pleased.
Well played, team. Chaser, what have you got to say?
Not good enough in the day, but I'll be back.
Congratulations to today's team. 15 grand. Phil and Angela go home with £7,500 each. That only adds fuel to the Chaser's fire. He or she will be back with a vengeance next time on The Chase. We'll see you soon. Brilliant stuff. That was great.